the big show. Hey everybody, we're back. After all the action of the past couple months culminating in so many things last week, I decided to take the entire crew and staff on a cruise to the front porch for some well-deserved margaritas and some delicious Glen Grant 18-year-old scotch. And then it was back to work. But I was looking through everyone we had booked, and I said to my producer, get me someone new. And my producer said, we don't have the budget. And I said, well then dock it from the staff's salary. I need someone new. And so we did. And so we flew in our guest today in the finest coach seats we could afford, all the way from beautiful Roma. Let's welcome today's guest, the Tier 4 Premium Italian Battleship. Give it up for the Prince of Pizza. It's not delivery, it's Giulio Cesare. Credit where credit is due, that joke was sent in to us from Brassman1188. If you're still around, thanks. Now I know the comment was left 2 months ago, but I just got around to purchasing this ship. You see, I was feeling pretty burnt out with this game. I was tired of seeing Sleeping Giant, tired of seeing Sea of Fortune, and tired of seeing 5 battleships per match sit in one square without moving and just not feeling any motivation to play. And so I was looking through the store and this ship was there and it's what, a few bucks? So I bought it, and boy am I glad I did. Because as much as I like to leave the low tiers to their own devices, sometimes you need Calgon to take you away. A place where you can ignore the advice of not rushing the middle. A place where a destroyer won't get 4.8 kilometers away from you without being detected, only to nuke you with 15 torpedoes. A place where everybody knows your lane.
Incrociatore nemico distrutto. Much obliged.
You see, pulling off a win in the high tiers these days takes everything I've got. And taking a break from all those worries sure did help a lot. I wanted to get away, and here we are. So let's get the commander and modules up on the big screen here. We've got Paolo behind the bar slinging drinks to Andy and Mike, and we only have one module, so there it is. We're on ring, and I wasn't kidding. I'm doing all sorts of dumb things here. Why, just a couple Krakens ago I was talking about how battleships in this area are asking for it because it's such tight quarters, but here I am, being a total goof because I just wanted to have some dumb fun that isn't hampered by an innate fear of being spotted or moving. I'm barreling right into the ring, and the red team is looking at me like they hate me. Apologies to Axl Rose. I mean, I'm going to give them a good reason to. I'm going to have the high caliber medal about 4 minutes into this match. So let's see these foolish antics. 3 Citadels on the Nikolai, and I'm going to miss my chance to sink it right here because I just can't make up my mind fast enough about who I want to shoot while I disengage from the swarm of red ships and hit this exit strategy. That's no doubt something I probably don't address enough in these videos. Knowing your way out when things get too precarious. You don't want to overstay your welcome. That is the benefit of this area though. Lots of terrain to block incoming shots and break line of sight, so you can come in, cause a scene like that one time you did when you got too drunk at the office Christmas party, and then just jump in a cab and get out of there like nothing happened. There's our high cal, but oof, 7 overpins. So overpins happen down in this tier too, huh? The Kuma has torpedoes, so I'm just maneuvering like Elaine Bennis on the dance floor. No one can predict what my next move will be. Will my thumb go left while my right leg kicks? Who knows? It's really just to keep them distracted while my guns reload. But another big oof. But I'll just boost my secondaries to finish this guy off as soon as possible. I figure, you know what? Use it or lose it. I don't mind having the majority of the red team shooting at me. In fact, in most times I want it, so I don't want you to think what you're about to see has anything to do with that. If they're sensitive viewers, cover their eyes. Yep. You just saw me lose my cool there. And it wasn't this team's fault. That was pure expression of rage from the legendary tier games I had played in the afternoon. That was pinup frustration I had buried so deep the only way it was ever coming out was a com wheel spam diamond. I'm going to just nick this kamikaze here and get a reset on the cap. I don't think it would have been able to cap, but I figure better safe than sorry. I need to keep my attention and focus over here rather than with all the red rats. I'm leading this way like a Pied Piper. Take a shot at that Omaha, which I'm pretty sure is a guaranteed dev strike by law, but I better call my lawyer, have them draw up the paperwork. So I'll get this turn in and try and get a shot on this Farragut and hopefully dodge these incoming shells, because I need to get to this terrain and get some cover before I can get this heal off, which is much needed. As you can see, I'm under 3,000 health, but I do get it off, and that Omaha is still alive. Now, if my lawyer's done their job, then this should automatically be an instant death.
Forces defend the base. I need help.
Okay, I guess their paperwork went through. The red kamikaze has doomed themselves. They're in smoke, and the blue fleet is fast approaching. No amount of torpedo spam can save them. And that was why I was focusing the Omaha. I didn't want anything else distracting these guys from wrecking this destroyer, which is not to say they wouldn't have anyway, but again, I'm not taking any chances. There we go, number 4. And I wouldn't say I'm in full try-hard mode here, but around this point I was starting to think, I don't want to lose this. I mean, I never want to lose, but I would rather have a really fun game that I lose than a really boring game that I win. But this was becoming a really fun game that I could win as well, and that is the pineapple on the pizza right here. I'm kidding. We will not be discussing pineapple on pizza in back-to-back videos. We have strict rules on the big show to avoid the same food in back-to-back episodes. Don't we? We don't? Well, we should. Anyway, with the pressing situations taken care of, we can now get back to trying to not throw this game. And in the process, we can go ahead and pick up Kraken 201 in the Giulio Cesare right here. Now I gotta wait for them to turn and show me a little bit more. Right there. And it had been a few days, so maybe things are back in order right now. I don't know, we'll see. But the main issue that we have right now is going to be closing this out with a win, because I'm not feeling that confident due to the low nature of my health, the decent health on at least one of their other battleships, and, well, the rest of my team. Well, it looks like the blue team will have no issues with this Nikolai. And it would be really swell if I could get another shot over the island to pick up a 6-pack. But I'm not going to. There's just not enough luck there, as the terrain is just too high for me to get this shot over. Meanwhile, there is an unspotted Wyoming probably in the middle here, and an untouched Kaiser lumbering this way. As such, I'm going to use this island on my left to keep the Kaiser at bay so I can deal with this Wyoming. I am nervous about just coming forward, as it's entirely possible that the Wyoming could be sitting there with all their guns ready to just blast right through my unangled bow. So I inch forward, but oh, they're looking elsewhere. We get our shot off, and it's not a shabby one, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll be picking up a 6-pack after all. Make sure to keep the Kaiser always looking over there to make sure they're not turning around to get access to my broadside. And maybe we can finish them off with this one. Ready, men? Let fire. Well, you know, we don't have a dispersion commander for the Italians, unfortunately. Kaiser's still over there. This guy's shooting HE. Okay, so now let's get a full turn and give him the full broadside. That is definitely going to finish this one. Oh my lord, here come friendly torpedoes. Okay, we've got to get this quick. Oh my god, that doesn't... and they're gone. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. That was going to be number 6, but oh well.
Intelligence data.
So here's the recipe for an easy win. Put your oven on 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Go to the red base, wait 3 minutes until it's golden brown, and cap. That's what I want our guys to do. I've got a little health left so I can bow tank a few rounds and keep resetting the Kaiser, and then we'll have the win in the book. So I suggest a few times that they go to the red base and they acknowledge, finally, a team that is not hellbent on winning harder. Now I recognize it is just as easy an argument could be said, well, jerk, you could go to their base and cap too. Maybe had you led by example, then you wouldn't have this issue, to which I say, I know, Mom, but I'm here because I want to go where everybody knows I'm lame and all the base caps look the same. I want to be where I can see the Kaiser player's name. I want to go where everybody knows I'm lame. I just want to have fun. Honestly, it's been so long. So anyway, yeah, this is, again, bad idea. But just like when I was on here with the Dunkirk, this all looks very similar. Isn't that kind of how this game gets? Everything starts to look pretty much the same. Get a solid hit there and get our Confederate. Going to get our turn in to get our rear turrets off. Get another very solid hit. So now let's get the 6-pack. I mean, we're at 150,000 damage. How do we not just go for it right now? You have to. I am saying it loud. I am saying it clear. This is greedy. I know better. If you're trying to win, do not attempt without adult supervision, because you may shoot your eye out. Oof. I hit them pretty hard, but they hit me pretty hard, so now all I have to do is get these rear turrets around one more time, but I'm so tight against that island, I'm not getting this turn quite. Come on. Oh my gosh. Well, looks like I shot my eye out. But we're going to win this anyway. They've got that fire on. They're going to burn down. So it is not a loss. It is, in fact, a win. I won't make you sit here and watch the remaining 30 or 40 seconds of it. All right, let's see the scoreboard. 2,673 XP in a tier 4 ship. That is a very good game. And it was a pretty fun battle on both sides. Nice showing by both teams there, really. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'm still waiting on a few things with YouTube before we can go live, so hold on to your horses. It is coming. If you want me to keep having fun and avoid back surgery, hit like. If you want to see me in a walker with tennis balls on its legs before I hit 50, hit dislike. Questions, comments, suggestions on any other reasonably priced ships in the store I've slept on, let me know below. And for all your 80s sitcom to warship crossover needs, hit subscribe. I'll get back out there for another one, and we will talk soon.